Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Rice Owls and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Fresno State's head coach told me pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. The run inside. It's Luke. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the direct snap, it's Luke. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Gonna run it. It's Luke. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Martin will throw it. Fires to the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up. And he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the tight end. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff again. He's past the sticks. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. If you gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20. To the 19 before being hauled down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Pulls it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, it's Luke. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Luke. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Here comes the offense on second down, making the adjustment. Martin back to pass. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right side, it's Freeman. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it, they're on the move.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
Looking for the edge. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Martin will throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quarterback keep. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. trying to slip through and pick it up. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Keeps it on first down. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Really? And gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking for space. It's Luke. Got room at the 35. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He'll pitch it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Martin back to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On the snap, it's Luke. He'll pitch it. Past the 30. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Makes the grab in their space. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Luke. Now the toss. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Brown wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Extending the play. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw one first. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The keeper on the option. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Got him. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot. The 45, that's good enough for a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to get the corner. Quarterback on the keeper. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Right at the line. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Running inside. It's Luke. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Martin will throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Luke. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He's dropped.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. Trying to establish the run, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll move the wide receiver. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Luke. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the direct snap, it's Luke. He'll toss it. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Using his legs, it's Luke. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Push is ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. On the direct snap, it's Luke. Now the pitch. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They were all over it.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed. And the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Hunt is on its way. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on Fresno State's sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He now has 63 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Pass to 6. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking for room. It's Luke. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 1st downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. In the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Hits inside, it's Luke. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number one for every single offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nice move there. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Martin back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. Man, the worst thing you can do on fourth down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.